Hey everybody, thought I'd post another video. It's been a bit. Thanks for watching. If you can, please subscribe as well. I'd love more followers and also your feedback on what else you'd like to see. One of the topics I wanted to cover today was volume control setting. I saw a bunch of questions around that and what to do there. If you look in the audio menu, there is a volume control option below. And often it has something called volume pass-through mode. And so what I wanted to touch upon is, why you might want to enable that, what it actually does, and how you might want to leverage it within your system. So in my case, I have the DMP-A6 Master Edition. I have a DAC connected to it for now, and then I have my amplifier. That ultimately means in my case, I can control volume here, I can control volume on my DAC, and I can control volume on my amp. And so I have volume pass-through turned on. What that ultimately means is when I play a song, I can't adjust the volume on my DMP. It actually says volume pass-through. It also means that the volume is set at 100%. And so you really want to make sure your downstream components have volume control. Otherwise, you're literally blasting your speakers at maximum volume, and that could cause damage. Or imagine you have a headphone connected directly or something else directly connected to this set of XLR speakers. You want to control the volume from here. Now, in my case, I have another extra layers. And so the reason why I set volume control to pass-through is it also enables MQA. And so I'm playing a song right now, as you saw here. Title still every once in a while stream some MQA songs, but also I want 100% undisturbed signal without controlling the volume. And so you can see in my DAC, it also shows that it's playing MQA. Now, if I were to turn this off and go back to my settings, volume control, and let me pause the song, turn off the volume pass-through, now play, you'll see my DAC stop playing MQA. And that's because it's not playing at 100%, so the signal is not fully passing through. When I start dialing it up, as you can see here, and I get to 100%, which is the same thing as volume pass-through mode, it even says volume direct mode, then you can see my DAC, again, recognizes MQA. And so I use it for that reason. I set it to 100%. It gives you a warning that, hello, watch out, you're blasting everything at full volume, and I hit OK. And the reason why that's fine for me is that A, my DAC set at 80% volume, and I have my amp to protect my speakers, and so I always control it from here. It's usually what I more or less do and why I play with that. So that's what volume pass-through does. If you have a DAC downstream and you want to send a pure signal, you'll want to use volume pass-through mode. Remember the volume controls. If I didn't have a DAC and it goes straight from this to this, my amp still protects it because my volume levels are here. Now, if you go back under the either XLR or RCA outputs, there are a variety of other settings here as well. And so you can see I have my startup volume set at a certain level, in this case, minus 25 dB. So if I did not use volume pass-through mode, I'm still not blasting at full mode. I have it at a kind of lower volume just to make sure I protect any downstream components, or particularly my speakers, without actually damaging anything. And then the other thing is you can actually set the various limits that you want where it's a maximum. So for analog, I have it -3, just a little bit, so that in case I fully maximize it, it's not blasting at 100%. And then at the same time, digital volume, I've set to 0 because I want the pure signal to get past to my DAC. So that's really what the volume pass-through and volume controls do. Hopefully that's helpful. In my case, as I mentioned, I have it 100% here. That gets to my DAC, where I do limit it to about 80%. But ultimately, before anything hits my speakers, I essentially use the volume on my amplifier. So hopefully this is helpful. I know some of you have questions around volume pass-through, what to set it to. And so hopefully this answers your questions. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see about the DMP-A6. Thank you. Bye.